The world is shifting. Global supply chains are being redefined, industries are transforming, and the companies that shape markets will lead the future. But shaping a market takes vision, investment, and commitment.
Latin America represents an untapped opportunity in additive manufacturing, and HP has the capacity to lead this transformation. The question is, what strategy should HP implement to increase market share in Latin America? The case mentions the Chilean market. Nevertheless, after a deep research, our strategic vision doesn't consider Chile a viable option for the moment due to the lack of specific government incentives for 3D printing and FTAs. Its industrial market is not as developed in advanced manufacturing. Chile's market is smaller compared to Brazil and Mexico, just from their population, which is a lot smaller. It hardly reaches 20 million in comparison to the 130 and 211 million from Brazil and Mexico. Brazil and Mexico have large industrial clusters, and the largest industries in Chile are mining, agriculture, and tourism, which don't really benefit from the 3D printing industry. We made a sum analysis with the remaining countries to estimate the market size and CAGR growth. Brazil and Mexico are clearly boosting large industrial clusters and government incentives for the 3D printing market. But the question is, how do we accelerate the adoption of this technology and create thriving ecosystems for additive manufacturing?
Now, even if these two countries were facing some troubles, the first one is that only 10% of the companies that own 3D printers actually use them. This is mainly because of the lack of know-how and talent on 3D design and printing, and also the ignorance of this technology and its possible adaptations.
The future of 3D printing in Latin America starts with HP ProtoHubs. HP ProtoHubs will be the network of additive manufacturing centers designed to drive 3D printing ecosystems in Latin America. The idea is that national and regional companies in industries such as manufacturing, automotive, and healthcare can outsource their 3D printing needs into our facilities to start experiencing the advantages that this technology offers. By investing in infrastructure, talent, and partnerships and impact, we are not just selling printers, we are creating a new market. Why is this the right approach? According to The Economist's Mariana Mazzucato, governments and industries must shift from merely correcting market failures to actively shaping and creating markets to boost social development. HP is taking this bold step by fostering innovation, investing in local talent, by partnering with universities to start improving brand recognition, capacitating the future workforce, and ensuring the long-term sustainability of the 3D printing industry in Latin America. The objective of HP ProtoHubs is to expand the adoption of 3D printing in Latin America and integrating HP as key partner in the advanced manufacturing ecosystem.
Now, how will HP achieve this? We are not just launching a product, we're building an industry. HP's roadmap follows a three-phase strategy. First is market shifting. This is establish product hubs, increase skilled labor, and stimulate the demand. Then we have the market catalyzer to scale up operation, open sales channels, and drive mass adoption. And finally, the market share growth. Expand regionally, lead the industry, and secure HP's dominance in additive manufacturing with a 300 million investment. But with this, HP is not just entering Latin American market, it's owning it.
The first phase looks forward to achieve these two main objective key results. One, increase the skilled labor around 3D printing technology in Mexico and Brazil, and to increase the 3D printing technology demand in the regions around Mexico and Brazil. To achieve this, HP must establish the alliances with companies and universities to launch and run the HP ProtoHubs in Mexico and Brazil, collaborate to develop the technical capabilities for 3D printing in the region, and foster prototyping and experimentation-based innovation ecosystems with local enterprises and startups. We are focusing the implementation in 4 cities with innovation ecosystems leading in Mexico and Brazil, which are Monterrey, Guadalajara, and Querétaro for Mexico, and Sao Paulo for Brazil.
The missions for Phase 2 are to establish the 3D printing technology market in Latin America and open the HP 3D printers commercialization operation through the HP ProtoHubs. The action plan focuses on the pre-launching of HP 3D printers commercialization line in Latin America and the pre-sale of these same printers through the consolidation of the HP Proto Hubs as innovation poles.
Our final goals are the opening of new markets in the regions around the HP's Proto Hubs, and also with this, answering the very first question, that is the increasement of the market share value of HP in Latin America. The action plan for this phase consists in the importation of the 3D printers to the regions led by the HP's Proto Hubs. With this, we will lead the prototype industry. And finally, we could plan the model replication strategy for the business model expansion.
To ensure this process, HP will implement a marketing and human resources strategy. To ensure this process, HP will implement a marketing and human resources strategy. First of all, partnerships with universities and research centers, technology demonstration events and 3D printing, education, inbound marketing strategies and educational content, and finally, development of success stories of our key clients will drive the strategic marketing. We're also proposing internal programs to incentivize the entrepreneurship for HP employees, the creation of additive manufacturing training programs with educational institutes, and finally, the promotion of 3D printing certifications for engineers and industrial designers and other professionals interested in these abilities.
At HP, we don't just invest in technology, we invest in the future. Our financial strategy is designed to ensure the long-term sustainability of the 3D printing market in Latin America. This is a three-phase plan that aligns investment with growth, ensuring a scalable and profitable market expansion. We are committing $120 million in the first phase to develop the foundational infrastructure, develop talent and technology, and establish partnerships. This investment will ensure that Latin America is not just a consumer of 3D printing technology, but a global leader in its development.
Once the foundation is in place, we shift into acceleration mode. During this phase, HP will focus on scaling commercialization and driving industry adoption. We project an additional $80 million investments distributed as follows: $50 million for the expansion of HP Proto Hubs operations, and also $30 million for printer marketing and pre-sales. The goal for this phase is to catalyze adoption. We're not just selling printers, we're integrating 3D printing into the supply chain, ensuring that manufacturers see it as a necessary and viable production method.
By this stage, we expect the market to be mature enough to drive sustained growth. This is where HP moves from an enabler to the dominant player in Latin America's 3D printing industry. Our financial strategy in this phase will focus on maximizing market penetration and securing long-term profitability with a projected $100 million reinvestment strategy. 50% goes to import and export line and 50% to expansion to new markets. This phase solidifies HP's leadership in Latin America's 3D printing sector by leveraging our early investments and ecosystem partnerships. We ensure that HP remains the benchmark for innovation and market dominance.
Through this strategic investment approach, we project a compounded annual growth rate (CAGR) of 25% for our 3D printing segment in Latin America. By 2032, we expect HP's additive manufacturing division in the region to generate over $500 million in annual revenue, with a clear roadmap for continued expansion. We identified three primary risks for the success of this ambitious initiative, which are regulatory and technological barriers, the lack of standardization and technical knowledge in small and medium enterprises, and the emerging competition, for which we will invest in government relations, create educational programs, and the development of an open innovation network. We identified three primary risks for the success of this ambitious initiative.
HP Proto Hubs will redefine the industry, benefiting not just HP, but entire economies, with industry leadership, cost efficiency, innovation ecosystem, talent development, and nearshoring advantage. HP is not just selling 3D printers, it's creating conditions for the entire industry to thrive. What's next? We need approval of the investment and implementation roadmap, the strategic partnership with governments and industry, and finally to launch the HP Proto Hubs Querétaro and São Paulo in 2025.
Markets don't just happen, they are shaped by visionaries who dare to lead. The future is waiting, the strategy is in place, is the investment ready?
All we have to do is 3D print the future together. Thank you very much.